Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Sanchez, also known as EVILxHEMI on Xbox Live. Welcome to my channel where I bring you video game commentary, tips and tricks and strategies and rants and raves from an older woman's perspective. I hope you enjoy the show. Some of you might have wondered where I've been over the past few weeks, and I was busy with my family. In my immediate family, there's 21 of us. My mom and dad have 12 grandchildren, and if you count me, my folks and my brother and sisters, there's 6 of us. And if you count my sister-in-law and brothers-in-law, that makes 21. My grandma on my mom's side had 7 kids and 17 grandkids who have kids of their own, and my grandma on my dad's side had 9 kids and kids of their own, and somehow along the way I lost count of all the kids. There's like 145 of us. Anyway, I lost my uncle during these past few weeks. He passed away, and my dad got sick and had to have a pacemaker implanted, and my auntie had heart surgery, and my other auntie's liver made her really sick. So I stuck close to home. I spent a lot of time with my family and a lot of time in hospitals. After that all settled down, we had 3 back-to-back graduations. My son and my godson, who's my nephew, graduated from college with bachelor's degrees in psychology and computer science, and my other nephew graduated from high school. And he's also going to go to college on a $20,000 scholarship. So we're really proud of the kids in my family. And with all these kids and family members, there's so much going on with birthdays and graduations and weddings and first communions and stuff like that. So they keep us really busy, and they also keep us really broke, because that's a lot of kids to buy gifts for when events like these come around. I've also tried to be busy with Call of Duty. It was kind of hard to squeeze in gameplay during all that was going on in my life these past couple of weeks, and you might have noticed a few things, like my gold AN94 and the fact that I finally made Prestige Master. It only took about 13 days of man hours, or in my case woman hours, or about 6 months of part-time play, because I do work full-time and I try to run my household here. So right now I'm trying to get all my guns gold and get in Prestige twice, and then I want to try for diamonds. So a tip for you beginners, if you're still trying to figure out this game or how to level up faster, once you max a weapon out, prestige it right away, and also go for your camo unlocks, because this gives you a sizable amount of XPs or experience points, which can help you rank up significantly faster. And I wish I'd done this early on when I first started playing this game, but live and learn, right? One of my friends gave me that advice and also the confidence to try and do what I otherwise would not have tried. And I want to say thank you to Tromban for your vote of confidence and your expertise and insight into this game. It helped me tremendously, and I was actually able to do it. So if I can, anyone can. 2 of the camos are really hard to get, because you have to get 150 kills with no perks and 150 kills with no attachments on your gun. And I tried both ways, taking off the perks and then getting the kills, and taking off the attachments and then getting the kills. And then I went hardcore and I did both simultaneously. Now, for beginners or older gamers like myself, it adds a whole new level of complexity into the game. You're essentially naked. You have nothing, You can have your lethals and no non-lethals like claymores and bouncing betties and your shock and concussion grenades and stuff and camos, but that's about it. And so the amount of frustration this caused me by having absolutely nothing equipped elevated my ability to curse to the status of art form. Now, I'm not kidding. My level of cursing rose to a new plateau, and the word poetic just doesn't even begin to describe it. It was really bad. So I'm doing it the good old-fashioned way now, like 150 kills with no perks and 150 kills with no attachments. And yeah, I know it doubles the effort, but it makes it more bearable for me. But no one can say I didn't try, right? So I'm on a map called Hydro, and I'm doing my thing, in core team deathmatch. And this is one of my favorite maps, because I normally snipe on this map, but not this time. I actually had to learn how to run and gun it. And this map is symmetrical, meaning it's equal on both sides. There's a red side and a blue side, and they're identically laid out. And there's 3 levels to this map. The surface up top and the water below and some bridges above the surface. And they release a flood of water during this game, and I haven't counted the seconds till when this occurs after the game starts, but sometimes it happens twice, and if you happen to be in the water when you hear the voice over the loudspeakers, get out, because it will kill you. And why is water deadly in video games anyway, I wonder, In this game, you're not washed over the side of the dam like you'd expect. When the water release hits, you just flat out die. Now, what's up with the teabagging? You know, this used to be more prevalent in Halo 3, but I'm beginning to see it more and more in Call of Duty lately. And that's the new gaming term of the day, my definition, teabag. To repetitively perform a celebratory crouch on your victim, thereby slapping his corpse with your testicles as your guy goes up and down and up and down. And it's done to humiliate you. But that's okay. I killed this guy like 6 times in this match, and that should be humiliation enough for him. You know, and he's probably mad that I killed him so many times, but you know, he kept going back to the same spot over and over again, and a hunter learns and remembers where to find her prey, right? So I dropped over the side of the map into the water to come up the stairs, and this is another way to move around this side of the map without being seen, because I have a care package to deploy and I don't want anyone to take it. And if you're wondering where the safe places are to call in a care package on Hydro, this is one of the most awesome places to do it, because you're pretty well protected while you're waiting for it to come down. So I got an RCXD that I changed into an Escort drone, which I absolutely love, and it's a helicopter with a chain gun that follows you around like a puppy and takes out your enemies. And like the guy in the Dos Equis commercial might say, I don't always get an Escort drone, but when I do, I run directly toward the red dots. And that's exactly what you want to do the first time you get your Escort drone. So lead your chopper into enemy territory and let it shred up the enemies for you. And oh, you have to talk nice to it too, like say things like, you know, do work, little Escort drone, do thy master's bidding. You know, it's helpful to encourage your drone. Let it be the little drone that could, and also hope that no one on the enemy team is running a class with a launcher, right? So in that building on the left, there's some red stuff in there, and I call that a rat's nest or a rat hole, and I can see that because I'm using the perk called Engineer, and it helps you see enemy equipment so you don't get killed going into the area where it's deployed. So there's some douchebags in there that are dug in like ticks with shields and sentry guns, and I'd certainly like to teabag those guys, and I do in the next game on Hijack. You know, I just got so disgusted that I couldn't help myself, and I teabagged them all. You know, I try to be a good sport, but even I have my limits. Right? So I'm on my way up the middle looking for my next victim, and I never used to play the middle of the map or the water section before. I'd just play the ends and snipe people coming out of section 1 and section 2 or up the sides and stuff, and I used to be afraid to go in there, but not anymore. You know, I learned that you just have to be aware, you know, of where you can get shot from and be ready to shoot first or shoot back and win. Knowing where you can get shot from being prepared will help you out a lot. You know, go in carefully and learn these areas till you're fully confident that you can handle most of whatever might come your way. And when it comes to rat's nest or rat holes like that building here, and you're a beginner, never try to go in there and take those guys out, because you'll get killed repeatedly. My teammates did exactly that, which cost us this match. Anyway, the game is over and I missed you guys, and I'm glad to be back, and I have more commentaries lined up, and I'll get them out as soon as I can. And thank you for stopping by my channel. You know, have a good day or a good evening wherever you happen to be watching from, and take care, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Hemi out.